Okay, my name is Samuel Robinson Davis. As how we say in the island here, a man of all trade. But my real professional activities, I'm an optometrist. And beside that, well, I inclined to to investigate the historical and the origin of this archipelago of San Andrés, Old Providence, and Santa Catalina, and to show the importance that we have in the Caribbean. We geographically, we are not in Colombia territory. We are practically most geographically to Central America. You know that Colombia is South America. Due to political situation, we get to be Colombian. But our culture, the majority of our culture, way of thinking and feeling everything, is not from Colombia. It's from other places. As how we mentioned before, we have a mixture. Like I like to say, we like a rundown. We're having a lot of different ingredients. We have in from Asia, we have in from Europe, we have from Africa, and we have from America. So that mixture confirm what we say, the Raizal community. That's what the reason why, and I will say it, I'm proud for that. If you take it, for instance, the language, I have a phrase that I like to say. English is the language of our mind, but Creole is the language of my heart. You see? That is what we're supposed to keep on. I'm proud of what we are doing. This archipelago, from long past, who discovered it? The first thing they have some mistake also is a guy from not from the specialty field. He was a what you call it, Basco, País Basco, San Sebastián. His name was Lope de Olano. Cristobal Colon passed around here. The guy the name Lope de Olano, and he was with Diego de Nicuesa. So the traffic that we had in the whole Caribbean, Santo Domingo, the Spanish fleet, because you know the Spanish, they conquer a lot of places here, especially in those times you had Cuba, you had Santo Domingo, or the Caribbean, like Española, the two islands, Haiti and Santo Domingo. And then you had Puerto Rico and Cartagena. So all of that traffic, the archipelago is in the middle part of it. A strategical place in the sea was San Andrés and Will Providence. So they was leaving from Española coming to Cartagena, and one of we call it the flota, one of the boat missed the way because they were sailing boat and the weather, and they end up in Providence. In those times, Providence didn't name Providence. The name was Santa Catalina. Why? Because the Spanish culture, they mentioned that every time they get to a place, they put the name of the saint for that day, and that day was Santa Catalina de Siena. That was the 25th of November, 1510. And then 5 days after, when you leave from there, but because they take up well and provision and so, and they come back, you know, the Quran, when you look up on San Andres and Providence, when you go into Providence, you're going against the Quran. When you come in Providence to here, you're coming with the Quran. So it came down here the 30th of November, 1510. And the name for that day was the Apostle St. Andrews, San Andrés. That's the reason why who discover. They say they discover, but I have the concept when you be in a logical way. Discover what? This was discovered a long time. That's how we say in Creole. They embark up, then get here. True? Then get here, and they talk about, say they discover, Christopher Colon discover. Excuse me, the word bullshit. But it's not so. Because we had people here already. Many people pass over. No? So that is the most important part, where we come from. And then, logical, we find different people at the comparison. The mosquito, indigenous them from Central America, especially, not only from Nicaragua, because you know the mosquito was a big tribe. They coming from a way down South America. The mosquito them had relation with the Chipchas from a way down. They coming up. So when they come to Nicaragua, they had to hunt to get provision. So they used to come here, but they didn't station here. They just take up things and go back, Torokl and all those things, and then they go back. So that means we had people here. And then we had, after that, because the Spanish, I have a document here, it says, Islas Inútiles. Why they call it Islas Inútiles? Because they didn't find gold or silver and things. They're not doing good for nothing. But they wasn't thinking on what the English people were looking for to protect yourself with the bad weather. That's where the English them get advanced with the Spanish people. Then. You know, I have a document here, a book. In that travesty that they had there, Spain lose approximately 20 ships right out here. From 15th and the last in ship. Shipwreck and all those, from Sorinella, and all those places. And that is the reason why San Andrés and Providence didn't have that importance for the Spanish people. So they call them Islas Inútiles. But as how I say, they didn't imagine what would Providence, Santa Catalina, and San Andrés could bring for them. The conformation of the people were a mixture. We have people here from Europe, we have from Asia, we have from Africa, and we have the indigenous culture also. So all that mixing up is make that sweet run down. I like to say that all the time. You see? Because that is what gives us the taste. And that we should be proud of that. And we have to stick that in our mind, because people sometimes they don't. Not because you're black, because you're white, because you're yellow. No, not foolishness. It's the way how you feel, how you think. And that is what we have to incline to the young generation. We have to change that chip that we have, and sometimes that complex, with our language, our religion, our gastronomy. You know what I found, and I thank your father, Alberto. Every year I make a chorus encounter. Yeah, you know about it. All right. I take all the different churches, Catholic, Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, and all of them, and put them in one place. Okay, when you sing, there's one upstairs. Every year I have 39 years making it. But he have a message to show us that we are one. No? And when we make all the chorus they sing, to end the ceremony, we put the whole congregation to sing one hymns. Catholic, Baptist, Adventist, Christian Mission, everybody. He have a message showing that we are one. And we have to get, that's the reason why sometimes we don't unite, because we have to look what we have in common. Yeah? It's not only because you are Catholic or you this. No, we have to forget about that. Huh? I look at I make my investigation of my we call it árbol genealógico. And my generation, he was a Poland from Polonia. And accidentally he meet up in Providence. I even have his what you say, when he's sharing out his inheritance. And he had children with 2 sisters. His name was Birelski. I have the manuscript. He had 5 with 1 sister and 4 with the next one. And he ended up when in Napoleon in Old Providence. And something very important, Albert, for you. We have a thing say about St. Andrews. The toponymia, toponymia is the proper name. You're not supposed to change it. If the island have a Spanish name, it keep as a Spanish name. If you go to the States, you have Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Bernardo, San Diego. I want to bet you if you go States, I'm going, please carry me to St. Francis. Hey, babe, what are you talking about? Where I stay? Carry me by the Angel. You have to say Los Angeles, because that's the proper name. It's like your surname. If your surname is Newball, you can't put it in Spanish, Bola Nueva. No, it's the toponym that is the proper name of the place. And that's all these simple things that I commenting to you, maybe. And sometimes I come out of the topics, but it's very important to learn or to show us to identify simple things. No? My surname is Robinson. Why when I say Sobando Hijo? Not true, Albert. Not so. So we have all these simple things we have to begin to encourage and tell the people, transmit it to our young generation. No, you see, I can't say San Andrés. I have to say St. Andrews. What kind of St. Andrews? His name San Andrés. Huh? I give you, I like to make joke. When we going into Providence, you know Providence, true? All right. You have Morgan Head. That's true? See, Cabeza de Morgan. When you're going into the harbor, to the channel, you look and you see Split Hill. So in the Navy, when you're going in, they say, bueno, alinea la embarcación con las nalgas de Morgan. Because Split Hill have a farm. So you say, no, I see the sailor them. No, con Split Hill, no, las nalgas de Morgan. And if you look, Morgan Head is here, and straight ahead when you're going in, you find las nalgas de Morgan. You see? So that is to give an example of the name of the places then. You see? I will just give you, for instance, an example. Yesterday, the Coast Guard station was complying 27 years. So the one who suggest that name was me. So I had to make an investigation about San Me. And I feel proud because in the whole description, they had this photo because I gave them. And look at this. See me here on the medal? All this is experience. When you go to the on a ship or different navy, you put a coin in your hand, and I give you that. So all you see around here is what. So this one is from the Coast Guard of San Andrés and Praia. Estación de Guardacosta, Samuel May Corpus. Your family. See? So all these things you have to show the people in. And don't have that complex. We talk, for instance, sometime about Colombia. You know who farm, who organize, and have a lot of participation in the creation of the Colombian Navy? Islanders. But people don't want to recognize it. So we have to change that chip and stuff, have that complex. Show what we got. Make them see what we got. Huh? When I put that name, some of my people, no, then they lambonear you. No, but to show what you are. And that is what we have to do. We can't make that complex. We should proud in the island that we talk 3 language. No. You see, sir, there's people talk bad English. Then talk un inglés chapuceado. I hope I name. Every language mixed with the next one. And one of the language in the world that has more mixture is which one? Tell me. No, sir. English. English having Latin, French, Norwegian, German, because Germanico coming down from the Celtas, the North, Irish. When you say egg, when you say sky, that is from the Norwegian of Vikingos, the Vikingos language. When you say pork, that is French, pork. When you say beef, it's derived from French. You know mixture? So why we can't put nothing with Creole on no come here? Not so? But that is what we have to stick. We have 3 language. Go watch your peke food. My mother used to say, go watch your peke food. And when you say peke is what? A sword or having your food. That is an African word. Bankra. Jangra. All them words we say it here in Creole, that's true. And it's what? African word. And we must proud of that. And keep it up. Sometimes say, no, because you're writing it different. Every language start that way. Because first time we didn't used to write it. But now we find the process to write it. For instance, the New Testament that they're making. Jamaica have one too. And they're working at it. Because we want to say something very important is that, for instance, let's give you an example. This is the New Testament from Jamaica. That's true? And this is ours. Oh. And this one that way. You see? And you will find some word the same, but you will find some difference. Look. Practically same. When you look inside, you have some different. That is natural. Every part in Spanish you have it too. You have a dictionary. I have a dictionary here from Sierra Leone, and he have in Creole also. Plenty of the word them is in there. I have one from Belize, and he have different. Eh? You in Costa Rica, in Limon, in Blue Fields. Eh? Look, all these are taken up for your uncle because I say want to make an exposition. This is from Jamaica. Eh? This one is what poor Mr. Dolph wrote with Juan, the lenguas nativas. Is that true? This is from Belize. This one is from Nicaragua. This one about herbs from Jamaica. I have a lot of document. Look at this one, the dictionary then. I don't know it's all. All these from Jamaica, dictionaries. You see? And if you look at it, you're having a lot of words that we use here. You see? Look there. This one is from Sierra Leone. A Creole. You see how they write it? And this is from excuse. This is from Sierra Leone, Africa.
My grandfather's line is from here.
This one that we call the Middle English. This is a lot of word that we don't use, but for we grand used to read it. Tally, trousers. Them is all English. You see? And a lot of word they call English medieval. So you see how every language going. So in English language you have the Old English, you have the Middle English, and you have the modern English. You see? So every language have a process. And that is what we have to have in mind. What is one of the characteristics of our archipelago? As I said before, it's like a mixture. True? It's rich. No? The sea. Or the importance of the sea for we as islander. Because sea for us is everything. The religious part, the subsistence part, communication, and everything. As I always say, we have sea culture because we mix, we depend on the sea. My brothers, them, sister live in Bogota, and say, boy, you don't come and live Bogota. I can't leave Bogota because Bogota no got no sea. Because I have to see there? The first thing I do in the morning, look out there, I go down there and swim. Because the sea, man.